Alrighty, we are live streaming, ladies and gentlemen, on Facebook, YouTube, etc. And people are starting to type in the chat where they are logging in from. We're going to put on a little bit of music just for a minute. That's your opportunity to check if your guests are here, and then we'll get started. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome online. We're actually live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and people have typed in where they're logging in from right now in the chat, which is excellent. Today, you're blessed. You're going to be hearing from Prue Hours and Greg Dixon, who are pioneers of the New Zealand market for Neumi. So with that, I'll hand you to them.
Well, hello, everybody. I'll just get the screen up.
Thanks, Michael, for the introduction. So we're beaming in from New Zealand. It's a pretty average winter's day here, but let's get stuck into the Neumi stuff. So who is Neumi? So Neumi are the trailblazers, innovators, and disruptors dedicated to revolutionizing health, wellness through our cutting-edge technology, Hydrostat. You'll hear a lot more about that as we go through the program.
So everyone knows that to be successful in business, what you need to do is solve a problem that's out there in the marketplace. And with nutrition, that is poor absorption rates. Studies show that up to 90% of oral supplements are not fully absorbed by the body. So that means that only a fraction of the products that you're actually buying and taking actually reach the cells where they are needed.
So Neumi's solution is Hydrostat. So our proprietary production process, Hydrostat, sets us apart in delivering high-quality, proven ingredients to embody our commitment to excellence and transforming health in our breakthrough science.
So let's take a quick look at what our Hydrostat technology actually is. And there's three main areas that makes us stand out from anybody else in the marketplace. And the first is the cell size compared to the size of normal nutrients. Most nutrients cannot be absorbed into the cell because they are so large, whereas our molecules get down between 10 and 100 millimicrons or nanometers. And if you compare that to the size of, say, a strand of hair is between 80,000 and 100,000 nanometers. But we get our ingredients and our nutrients down between 10 and 100. And the other area is surface area. By reducing the particles way down, it increases the surface area to be up to 200 times greater. So you get a lot more absorption into the cell. And the third area is our amazing delivery system where we encapsulate all those beautiful nutrients with ultra pure water. And so those are the three key differences that make us stand out in the market.
So now that we're able to get the product into our cells, let's talk about the power of glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant. Glutathione is the protector, detoxifier, and protector of the cell. It's the key to life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every human cell. It also it can recycle itself, and it also enhances other antioxidants such as vitamin C and D. Glutathione is also one of the most, with over 200,000 peer-reviewed studies on PubMed, as opposed to about 80,000 with vitamin C. So what do the doctors have to say about glutathione? It's the most powerful antioxidant you've never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases you fear the most. It's called glutathione. Now write it down because it's critically important. That's Dr. Emmett Oz. If you're chronically run down, if you're chronically fatigued, not running on all cylinders, then glutathione or low glutathione is probably both cause and effect, and that's Dr. David Katz from Yale University.
So, what happens to glutathione in your body as you age? We are born with high glutathione levels, but by the time we get to around 20, our glutathione levels start dropping off between 12 and 15% per decade. Unfortunately, the oxidative stress that we're exposed to on a daily basis doesn't drop down, and that increases as we age. And exposure to all of these free radicals and radiation cause damage and expedite the aging process, which none of us want. And glutathione levels are also reduced by trauma to the cell of like disease, or injuries, etc.
So with glutathione, the benefits, well, let's check out the low side of having a low glutathione. You have a weakened immune system, physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches and pains, inflammation at a cellular level, premature aging and disease, dull, dry skin, grey hair, balding, brain fog and headaches. A lot of people suffer that in the late afternoon, digestive issues, allergies and weight gain. Then on the flip side, high glutathione levels are all the opposite of what we've just mentioned with low glutathione. So let's take a look at our hydrostat breakdown and product breakdown. So first of all, let's do the legals here. So FDA disclaimer, these statements have not been evaluated by the I said it before, Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease.
That's a good one, Greg. So as we've heard, the glutathione decreases with age and environment, and up until now, it's left no practical way to get it into the cells, because if you take it orally, it gets broken down in the gut. So our solution is our product called NutraSwish, and this is such a foundation product. Doesn't matter what else you're taking, add Swish into your regime, and it is absolutely amazing. And using our hydrostat technology, we have reduced the size of glutathione, L-cysteine, curcumin, and other nutrients to become bioavailable in seconds. So you just take a capful and swish it in your mouth for 30 seconds or more. And these are some of the benefits, plus there's a lot more: immune boost, joint support, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery after exercise.
So issues out there too, with skincare. Skincare really gets past the first layer of skin, resulting in the need for many products. Just ask the girls in the household how many products they use. So skincare is also complex, ineffective, and expensive. Ask the girls that too. Often using ineffective and toxic ingredients. So the solution is Neumi Skin using hydrostat technology, as you've heard. We're using glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and many other mega ingredients. So the benefits of using Neumi Skin: it helps reduce pore size, smooth skin texture, brightens and evens skin tone, lifts and firms, reduces fine lines and wrinkles. It also fights the skin aging pollutants.
So a lot of people find issues with, say, they might have an afternoon slump, or they just want to increase their energy and focus, and they turn to some really high harmful stimulants and whatever with the energy drinks on the market out there. They're really not healthy. But instead, we have an incredible product called Neuro, and this is available in select markets. And we use products like arginine, magnesium gluconate, L-theanine, caffeine, and other nutrients like ginkgo biloba, all those amazing products that we know are good for brain health. And these are some of the benefits of Neuro: enhanced memory, improved mood, increased focus, rapid energy, and heightened cognitive performance. Now, Neuro is also fully endorsed by the American Brain Council because of the benefits that they've seen with the people that they work with.
Another wee issue out there for the girls is today's environmental disruptors having increasing negative effects on women's health and hormones. So over the hill comes the cavalry again, which is great for the blokes. This is Neumi Hers. So every woman knows about the inconvenience about cycles and hormone changes that can bring into life. Experience rapid results through our brilliant hydrostat technology. So It helps alleviate bloating, cramps, PMS, supports healthy hormone function, helps with hot flashes and night sweats, and enhances mood and overall well-being.
And this is an issue out there that I had no idea that it was actually this big. So many people have issues with their hair, and this can be things like dryness, thinning, dandruff, and it can be caused by multiple of things like environmental factors, or can be hormonal, or it could just be using the wrong product on your hair. So what we have brought out, and this came out last year, and it has just been so popular. It's an amazing product. Is Neumi here. And it's so easy to use. You just spray in, give it a bit of a massage so that it gets right down to the roots, and you leave it in all day and use it again in the evening. And these are some of the benefits: hair strengthening, scalp health, moisture and smoothness, heat protection, and increased hair density. So if you want beautiful looking hair, then get yourself some of this product. It's amazing.
So now we'll get into some great feedback. So here's Bill Gillespie. He's one of our poster childs from way back. So he's a powerlifter, and at the age of 49, on a previous glutathione product, he smashed a world record at 804 pounds, which is pretty hefty. So he got onto our Neumi Swish at the age of 62 and smashed that record at the age of 62 at 1,129 pounds. And that's a record that will probably stand forever in eternity. And that's at 62. So here's Lachlan from Australia. He's a 24-year-old powerlifting athlete, personal trainer, and gym manager. So after 3 weeks, he noticed the great benefits from what an athlete looks for: less soreness after workouts and beating personal bests at that time. And then after week 4, using Swish again during his training, as well as post-training sessions, he was able to do 270 kilos, 2 deadlifts for the first time ever. That's mega.
And this is Dane, and she's a 34-year-old homeschooling mum of 3, so give that woman a medal. She says as soon as she started using NutraSwish on day 1, she immediately found she had way more energy. And also prior to using the HERS product, every month she would have mood swings, bloating, and breast tenderness. However, since using it, she's found that she doesn't have her PMS symptoms at all. And this is Jeannie, and she's a 55-year-old natural health and skincare specialist. And she says, wow, neuro is a noticeable cognitive focus, clarity, memory, and energy boosting. Get a ton of stuff done, Swish, that I'll never go a day without. And this is on top of the benefits that she has from NutraSwish as well.
So here's Keith from the USA. He's 61 years old. And after suffering for almost a year with a severe discomfort from a neck and shoulder injury, just after 42 hours after using Swish, he awoke realizing he had slept all night long, which is the first time in a long time. So now he's able to get back into his full body routine, his exercise routine, without that discomfort. So he's stronger than ever. So now we'll get into a bit of the Neumi skin transformations. The picture speaks 1,000 words. So here's Elaine. Just look at the difference before and afters. The less puffiness, better skin clarity, smaller pores, less wrinkles. But apparently the neck there, man, awesome. After only 4 weeks.
And this is Linda in Indonesia, and you can see the discoloration on her face on the left. But after only 17 days, her face is just clear and beautiful. She also said that she reports feeling so much more enthusiastic because she sleeps so much deeper using the Swish as well. And this beautiful lady is from Nigeria, and she's in her 80s, and she was spraying the Neumi skin 3 to 4 times every day, but for only 4 weeks. And those are the results after 4 weeks. Just awesome.
So here's Donna from the USA. Again, the picture is worth 1,000 words. Look at the skin tone. But the amazing thing is using the Neumi skin on a neck, and that's the hardest to transform. And just look at the difference on the right-hand side there. It's just spectacular. And here's Sherry, great lady from the States. She's one of our poster childs again. And look at the difference after using the Neumi skin there. She's aged backwards, and that's just after 6 years. You look like her younger daughter.
And here are a couple of our hair photos, before and afters. And Rick said he was so happy to be asked to go onto the trial for the product. And this was just after a month, and you can see the difference in his hair. And this is Jamie, and she said after 5 months, she's finally able to tie her hair back in a ponytail or have it leave it down at shoulder length. And as a result, she said her self-esteem and confidence has really improved.
So here's Sherry again. She was lucky enough to try the hair product as well. And after 9 months, you can see the difference in her hair. It looks fuller and more youthful. Absolutely spectacular. So if you'd like to check out any more of the before and afters or testimonies, you can go to Neumi's official website, Facebook page, and click on Neumi Knew You, answer a couple of questions, and you can delve into some spectacular results there.
So what is our vision with Neumi? Our vision all comes from this amazing man, Steve Scott. And we've been lucky enough to know Steve for, it's well over 15, maybe coming up 18 years now. And Steve spent his entire life searching for breakthrough products and purchasing the rights to those products and marketing them on TV, on infomercials. And over the years, he's actually generated more than $4 billion in revenue. And Steve was ready to retire and just spend his time writing the books that he loves until he found what he called the biggest breakthrough of his entire life. And this is why he launched Neumi, and we are so grateful that he did.
So here's Aaron Rennett. He's a top bloke, fellow cyclist. He's right up my alley. So he's our president and CEO, and his philosophy was, my aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven, responsive company within the industry. We also have a spectacular medical and advisory board. We have over 20 members, and they all serve for free, which is unheard of in the industry. So they do that for free because they've used the products themselves and seen it in their clients and through their practices. So if you'd like to check out their full biography, go to neumi.com and you can check out their full biography there.
Okay, so let's look at the execution and how we bring all this home. We could have easily stayed with Steve's expertise in infomercials, but instead we chose to go with the home-based business. And this industry is over 100 years old. It's also increasing a lot, and just last year it increased over 6% and over $207 billion in sales and 180 million people involved around the world and growing fast. But here at Neumi, we're growing exceptionally fast. And in under 5 years, we are now open in 74 countries. I don't know of any other company that has actually done that. It's just incredible to be open in that amount of time. And a lot of that is thanks to Aaron Rennett, because he is an amazing CEO. We also have over 250,000 members worldwide, unparalleled compensation and benefits, which is some of the highest in the industry. So let's look at the opportunity and how do you leverage the power of the hydrostat? It's quite easy because we have an amazing business behind the breakthrough. So we'll just touch very briefly on this, but if you want more information, please go back to the person who brought you here today. So we have 0 membership fees, free membership perks, member wholesale pricing, free business building tools, industry training and marketing assets, 3 ways to earn weekly commissions paid on up to 7 generations, and 7 ways to earn monthly commissions paid on all generations, all the way down to infinity. And I don't know any other company that pays to infinity. So let's look at what you might want out of Neumi. You might want maybe just a return on investment so that it covers the cost of your products and you can keep using our amazing products month after month. Or you might be wanting maybe to get a residual income for you or your family, maybe an extra $500 or $1,000 US a month. what difference would that actually make to your family? Would it maybe give you an opportunity to take the family on an overseas holiday or pay down the mortgage faster? Or maybe you want to build a legacy asset. We can help you guide you through any of those goals, and that is easy to do. So where are you at? Now that you've seen the slides, are you ready to get started? Or would you like to try the product? Please reach out to the person who invited you to this presentation. Or 3, you need more information. Again, please go back to the person who invited you here today. It's been our pleasure to present for you all the way from New Zealand. And so good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.